You're on camera. So
Start
no,
my
no
leg.
more swearing.
How about obscene gestures?
Well, I can edit
Photoshop
that
those in.
out, I guess.
Thank you, dear. Say hi to Steve. And I expect both of you are going to be out on the trails sometime soon. You already got yours.
Yes, I'm not entitled to ask you more questions.
You can ask any questions you want. No. You can. Right.
So if I join up with you,
Yep.
handicapped, which means I have to be slower than the
No
majority of
problem.
the people, will there be someone at the end of the pack who'll be keeping an eye on?
Yep. We always do someone in the front, the jackrabbit, and we do a sweep in the back.
And when you go up the trail, you come back on the same trail.
Sometimes we do, like we did on Green Mountain. Half of us came back the same trail.
I'm concerned that if I get to a point where my body is saying no more,
No problem. Happens all the time.
someone would accompany the
Yes.
staff.
Yep. That's the way we do it. We make sure that nobody solos. And if we have a large group, like we did Green Mountain and Effingham a week ago Friday, and we had 16 people, and the first 8 were the rapid ones. They had their own lead and their own sweep, and then I was in the second bunch, and we had the same thing. And we try to. I hate when we lose people on the mountain. We don't do that very often. It's not much. That's very inconvenient. Yeah.
And the park and the wardens don't like it either.
They don't like it either. I like to keep us all together. Not only that, every now and then we have a little. Somebody will get a cut, or somebody will stumble or slip and fall, and we've had over the years a few things. And we always have a couple of big crew first aid kits with us, and everybody's trained. But if you're stretched out a half a mile and you're injured here and the crew kit's up there, so we try to keep together. So not a problem. If it turns out that the hike is too much or a twinge, we'll do it. We also take rests along the way for that reason. But we have now some very elderly people, and they're steady, but they're slow.
I've been out of shape for over a year because they had me staying off my feet for a year because the physical therapy every time they tried to increase it,
Yeah.
it would tear the tendons out. I spent 3 years trying to recover, and I finally fired them. And I went to someone who was a little more gentle, and it healed, but then it tore again last winter, just driving the car, and I'm a handicapped driver to begin with. So the doctors now feel that it's degenerative, so they're going to continue to degenerate.
Can they do anything artificial to?
No, because I have Sorgensen syndrome on top of it, which makes my tendons all brittle.
Oh.
And if you're more supple, you could do sonic and do the sonic
Yep.
trauma to it and callus. The left one tore on the outside of the tendon, the right one tore in the core of the tendon.
And they
left leg is
can't
strong.
put something in from another part of your body, or you talk about.
No, because all my tendons are brittle. Sorgensen, all my tendons are brittle.
You need to find some young person, who'll be a tendon donor. They have such things?
You can get cadaver tissue, but
Yeah.
then you have to take anti-rejection drugs the rest of your life, and it kills your liver. So, I've always had problems with the tendons, even when I was younger. And I always had weak ankles, and I twisted them badly many times, and tore out my knee a couple of times. But as I got older, then these things started happening.
Yeah.
And I'm not terribly old, as you see now, I'm 62. But my body is more equivalent to like a 7 or 8 years.
Well, I will give you a shout, because I'm just putting together the June level of hikes, and I've got, I think, 3 easy hikes. So you pick one of them. And what I'm thinking, if you don't mind waiting, we're going to do Church Pond, which is one of my favorite. Church Pond is off the Kankamagus, and it's a terribly difficult hike. Mike, you'd be up for this. This is a 50-foot vertical elevation gain over 1.25 miles. Think you could probably do that?
Well, I will try.
But in order
my
to
best.
get to the trail, you have to wade the Swift River,
Oh, I can do that.
which is, at this time of year, it's only about that deep.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful spot to go swimming. So that'll be the last Friday in June, and the water, I'm hoping, is going to be warm enough for swimming. One of my favorite spots. This church pond nobody ever goes to, and you climb the 50-foot to the knoll overlooking the pond, and there's this huge grove of red pine.
Is it conservation property?
No, it's in the White Mountain National Forest.
Oh,
And so there's always a breeze through the pines, and it smells like red pine. And then the pond itself has a sandy bottom, and we always go swimming there, and it's a delightful spot. So keep that in mind, but I'll give you a shout anyway and let you know. All right?
Thanks so much. I appreciate
And you'll do it. Speaking of Tinas, here's another Tina.
Hello.
You're Tina?
I'm not a Christina.
Oh, I'm a Christina, but I've always gone by Tina.
I never knew that your name was Christina.
Yeah, well,
Oh my God. You just recorded this for posterity. We
Well,
have
good.
a Tina in Mufti. Want one of these, King?
yeah.
Who shall I make it? I know you're going to make it to Tina
Yeah, why are you Tina?
without the Chris.
Without the Chris. Yeah.
No, you're almost halfway.
That is Uncle Charlie's tapeworm. It's my father's oral history. Hi, kid!
How are ya?
You made it! Hey, you got your number on.
I still did, yeah. I came right back. I just wanted to stop in and say, congratulations!
Bonnie is one of our contributors.
Oh,
Some exercises and good things to get going.
And now she pokes and prods me. Well,
Physical therapy.
as you get older, the body parts start to wear out and
really?
malfunction. Yeah, you're too young to notice that, Tina.
I'm glad you told us that. I was
So, Mike, in another 30 years.
another 30 years.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Doing very well. Doing very
Good,
well.
yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
So what are you?
I'm a physical therapist.
You got your number though.
Oh, I just ran the canine cross with my dog at Pineland, and it was wet. I'll tell you what, she had not my best time in 5K because she had to stop at every single puddle, and she had to take a poop on the trail. But actually, she was off. She went off. She had trail etiquette, so that was
good.
yeah. That was fun though. There had to be 200 dogs there,
Oh,
so it was
wow.
really fun. Well, congratulations. I have to get going because I'm leaving
All
in
right,
an
all
hour
right.
to go.
Thank you so much for dropping
Oh,
by.
I came through town, so everything.
Tina, Mike, Bonnie.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad I got your names
right.
when I write the article. So.
This Carolyn Grimm, who is the second most popular author in Denmark, or in Bridgton.
Greater Bridgton.
I'm not even in the running. Second after Stephen King.
There you go.
And my wife Penny.
Hi, Penny. Hi there. We're taking good care of him at Saco Bay. All right, Alan, have fun. Enjoy.
I will.
And we will see you sometime.
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday. All right, we'll be
yeah,
ready.
for more torture. Oh, Bonnie. Just for the record, Mike. Her real name is Cruella.
Cruella.
Oh, okay. DeVille?
That's what they call me. See you later.
All right. Allen Crabtree.
Yes, sir.
Words of wisdom to potential hikers who want to
You
buy.
are never too old to hit the trails. And for that matter, you're never too young, although if you're very young, someone's going to have to carry you.
Okay.
But the whole purpose of Go Take a Hike is that there are
Hold that right up there like a
there
commercial.
are a lot of folks out there that for some reason figure that once you get to be Social Security age and Medicare age, you're too old, and that is just a horrible lie. It's a conspiracy because
Exactly right.
a lot of our hikers, and we hike every Friday out of Denmark, the Denmark mountain hikers, they don't even start hiking until they're in their 60s, or maybe they were avid hikers when they were young, and then career and family got in the way,
Yeah.
and now that they're retired and they move back up, they want to get out active again. And I've got a chapter in here about some of my personal inspirations, the senior hikers that I look to and say, oh my gosh, they're 20, 30 years older than I am. Well, not 30 years, but anyway, 20 years older than I am. And they're still hoofing it. And
That gives you hope.
it
Right.
gives me shame.
Well, motivation maybe.
Motivation. That's
that's
the right
the-
word.
yeah.
Anyway.
Determination.
One of our strongest hikers just turned 89 2 weeks ago. She just got back from a solo trip to Greece.
Ah,
She skis, she swims, she kayaks, and she can hike all circles around me going up. I'm faster than her coming down.
would you like to name her? So
Margaret Mathis. She lives right outside Shawnee Peak. And a wonderful lady, and she is in the book.
she's in the book. Oh yes, I did read
Yes.
that.
And let's see if I can find. Page 20 and 21.
All right, there you go. Read
Margaret
that
hikes
story.
because she enjoys being outside, away from the roads and houses, and sharing her time with trees and trails. And she is a sweetheart.
All
If
right.
I can be even half of her agility and strength at her age, if I'm still around.
Margaret.
Margaret,
Yeah.
89 years old now.
89.
So
I
We
know,
just-
she's just inspiring.
she is, yeah. That's why I stuck her in the chapter on
put her-
inspirations,
Oh, good. good.
along
Very-
with Quint
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and Phil Shorey, who's now
Yep.
going on 94.
He hasn't been hiking. I
His
did meet
last
him.
hike was a year and a half ago. And I think Phil would like to do it, but his family's decided it's too much of an effort for him.
Yeah.
So, but you know, his heart's there.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the neat thing is about I did interviews and got surveys for a lot of the older hikers. They a lot of them started when they were teenagers as scouts or with a
Yeah.
youth group.
Yeah, that's
And
what I.
yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Actually, my father started me, and we went up Mount Washington.
Yeah.
And there were 7 of us, but
Yeah.
he didn't. I think he took maybe 4 of us.
Yeah.
I think he tied us up.
Oh,
I have this vision of us going, you know, like up near the bowl, the ravine,
Tuckermans.
the
Yeah.
ravine, and being like on the edge and being tied
Yep.
tied together.
Yep.
And yeah.
But you survived.
Oh yeah.
We are going to do, and you and Carolyn might be interested, Mike, an alpine garden flower trip.
Oh yeah.
And I gave the people 2 choices. You could go up Tuckerman's Lion's Head, which is about 4 miles up and 4 miles down, or
I've done that before.
Yeah, I've done it
I've done it
once.
several times.
Yeah.
But we had 3 or 4 people that said, I really would like to go, but I'm not sure I'm up to the hike. So I says, I'll tell you what, we'll have 2 groups, and I'll take one of the group up the auto road.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
park, and then it's only about 1.5 miles down on level to the alpine garden.
No,
and
that's-
then you turn around and go back up to the car.
Much
Yeah.
easier,
So,
doable.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what dates are you?
That is going to be on the 16th of June.
16th of June.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that number 1, the alpine flowers will be at their height,
16.
and number 2, I'm hoping the weather is good.
We haven't had,
Yeah,
we didn't
well-
have,
Oh
didn't have
no,
luck with
no.
But you know, I did do in between when we were the first time we were going to do it,
Yeah.
and then I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
we scrubbed Tuckerman's Ravine to watch the skiers. Twice we scrubbed it.
Oh yeah.
but I went. I think it was like the first weekend in April or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It was a gorgeous. It was a Sunday,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was like I looked out the window and it was like, oh, gorgeous. I'm going.
The hills are calling.
Yeah, and I did it.
Yeah.
I went. I just went up to the hut.
Hojos,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Hojo. Yeah, I call it Hojos
Right,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, the Hojos, and but it was pretty cold up in there. It was, yeah. I got a little hypothermic, I think.
Well, I think the problem on the anything to do with Mount Washington is you try and plan it ahead of time and schedule it, and then it's
Yeah.
the luck of the Irish in order to
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
get
I
it.
know. That's what you have to look out the window and see, and then go.
Well,
which is tough to do. With the
In
boom.
2013, there were 8 or 10 of us, and we were going to do the presidentials. And some hiked up to Madison Hut, and they were going to come across to lakes, and the rest of us were at lakes, and we were going to hike across the southerns. And it was raining, and it was 32 degrees, and there was a 40-knot wind, and it was just miserable. And then the next year, I could only talk one person, Diane and I, and we did it, and we did Crawford, Mizpah, Lakes down Ammonoosuc. And it was a picture perfect. You could see a million-mile day. Just gorgeous. In fact, it was too hot. We get to the top of Eisenhower, and we got halfway from there to on the backside of Monroe, and we ran out of water. And it was hot, and the sweat. Well, there's a picture in here that here. Now, Diane looks like she's fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, she does.
And I, however, look like I have been ridden hard and put away wet.
Yeah,
That's on the summit of Mount Eisenhower.
Yeah.
And the caption under the picture, Michael, is "Hiking is good aerobic exercise
It can
if it
be.
doesn't kill you."
Yeah,
Doesn't kill you.
it makes you stronger.
Yes.
Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
And so it's really the luck of the draw.
So tell us where we can purchase this wonderful book.
Well,
It's available here.
Many places. This is Bridgton Books, and Justin has already went through the first bunch I gave him, and is almost sold out of the second bunch. But I have many more.
How many is that you sold already?
Pretty close to 175, 200 copies.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, then
Yeah.
people better get out here and get one
Right.
if
Or
they want one.
you can go to this afternoon. I'm going to be at International Mountain Equipment in North Conway for another signing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get a hold of me directly. Send me an email. If you are on my,
You're on Facebook, right?
I'm on Facebook.
Is it Allen Crabtree the Third?
No.
Or is it just Allen?
On Facebook, you do a "Go Take a Hike" keyword search, and
Oh,
it'll bring
okay.
you to my webpage, and it's got my email address. Send me an email, and I'll send you a copy.
All right.
Our email is Denmark Mountain Hiker, MT is mountain, at Gmail.
All right.
And be glad to help you. And if you don't want to deal with a real live person, you could also go to Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Yeah, and you can get it in hard copy or in e-version,
Kindle. Yeah.
in Kindle.
Yeah.
I've sold 12 copies on Amazon.
Can I
Does
go
that
through?
mean that I'm
Oh,
a,
that's okay.
You're
Yeah.
practically a
So,
bestseller.
Oh, wow.
all right.
Gosh.
And I'm losing my battery, so this has been an episode of At Large in America with Allen Crabtree.
And we'll do this maybe some other time in the studio.
That's right.
If you want.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right.